Say, for example, I'm going to see my daughter. If I were to go to Winnie, my whole family, it doesn't matter who will get involved. All the youth, all the average age of young ladies, all the mothers, they take their, and look at the kind of dance. There was no luluwaing. There was no alililililililili. Those are the cheers which go to heaven. You are only just doing that like.
Hello, greetings you all. Wagwan, habari zenu. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath to you all. This is another day which the Lord has made, and here we are rejoicing. So I take this time to thank you all, my subscribers, new viewers, returning subscribers, everybody on board, my keyboard reactors. Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for the love and the support which you've given me. May you not lack anything. So I'm happy, I'm humble, I'm grateful at the same time. Each day I give thanks to God for giving me such a loving audience. Thank you so much. So back to our reaction video of today. And before we jump there, we are road to 5K. Don't forget, subscribe, give the video and like and share my videos. And to our reaction of today, I want us to check on Coera Senior. After challenging Coera Senior and replied me and said he was not informed of the wedding, which I also know he was not. Anyway, I'm happy because now Kohera is coming in a big time. You don't know Kohera, you will know Kohera this time. Coera is now doing the rerun because it's like now that one we are going to call is a null and void. Nothing happened because you see it, there was nothing which happened. Because if it was a real wedding, you are doing a wedding for maybe a traditional wedding for your first child. You don't do it like that, and you don't make it secret like that. Without a father, without even members of the family, we are going to check on that. So I'm happy. Coera is challenging this family. Con mom, I'm doing it again. I will do it. Try me, and then you will see what I'm capable of. So I'm happy and I'm loving it because that is what a father can do. Or should do, or a parent should do to their children. Okay, there are things you can do, good things to your children, but now if you are hiding, I think I mentioned such a thing in my video. You don't need to hide while doing things for me. If you love me, do them openly so that everybody will know you love me. If you are my parent, why are you hiding me? Why are you not coming like my mom? Because when your mom is coming to visit you, leave alone wedding. There are many occasions which people go, or when they want to go visit their daughters. Like now, maybe when your daughter has given birth, there are some, maybe those people who are doing it maybe in a tradition way. In Nigeria, they call it omugo. I used to watch those Nigerian movies. They call it omugo. And where I come from is just like maybe just ceremonies, or maybe welcoming a baby. If you are not tradition, you can do it maybe in Christian way. You go with your fellow women and fellow Christian members. You go. It's a big party. It's a big occasion. But this one, what we saw. Even the dancing is like now they were hiding to dance. Otherwise, we are going to hear what Kohera is saying. We see Kohera as like someone who loves his children. It's only that he doesn't have that access. Maybe the children whom he has in the compound are really enjoying their father's love. I see someone who is loving, someone who is gentle, even though we see him coming out here now trying to push Esther here and there, but they know themselves. How many times Kohera has come out here and say, me and Esther, we know ourselves. So that one, we cannot talk about that. We are talking of things which we see. I see him like someone who is who have that fatherly love, and he likes these family values. He has that family values in him. So I will talk about what I'm seeing according to the video. Leave alone the other videos. I'm relating to the video of today. This is what I'm talking about. The wedding which we are going to have. This is what makes me happy. Because I was not happy the other day. If you watch my video, how I reacted in that video, you'll see how agitated I was. Because I felt so bad. These people are taking this girl like an outsider. I never liked that part. That is why that video, I never laughed in that video. But this one, I'm happy because we are going to have the grand wedding. The father will be there, and we are going to hear what Kohera is trying to tell us, how it's going to be, or what it could have been. These are the things which we are going to see. And then Annette is coming with another blast. Nyabohanse, what is happening? People are telling us, oh, people look for another place to react upon. How? Where do we go? In Nyabohanse, you get everything. If it is fruits, you get fruits. You can even blend the juices. You can drink any type of juice you want. Because they have juicy ones and they have the bitter ones. You want lemon, you'll get in Nyabohanse. You want all these fruits, all the vegetables, you'll get in Nyabohanse, because they feed us with everything. And we are very healthy in Nyabohanse. That is why we are camping there. How can you live a place where there is food and then you go to a dry place? That is why we are camping. Like today also, we are getting another juicy, another fruit, another food from Ernest, telling us how these people have been condemning the boys, the reactors of Nyabohanse, the way they have been condemning the things which have been happening in Mura Senso or with Senso's friends, what they have been doing to young girls. And now it comes like they are also doing the same. So two wrongs cannot make a right. You can see this because you talk about this person and then you do the same. And this one is more worse because the girl in place, or the girl whom Anes is talking about, is young, as young as 13 years or 12 years. You can imagine. You can imagine that. That one is serious. Even those people who are doing that, please stop it. Stop it. Because this boy, the one Ernest is talking about, he was from jail. He did the same to the stepsister of Ernest, and then again he's doing it again. And our subscribers, please, sometimes do not allow, maybe, if you love me while correcting me. Do not just love me because you're just in love. But you just let me have my rotten things. Because if you don't maybe tell me the things which I'm doing, I will end up maybe in a bad place. Like now what we are seeing here. This boy was in prison for almost a year. Now he's out again doing the same thing. So what do you expect in his future? Because he's now going to ruin his future. And the future of this girl. This girl knows nothing. If she's young as the way Ernest is trying to describe her, then her life has been destroyed because she's so young, she knows nothing. What if now she will reach her age where by now she can reason? Her life will be just gone like that. And these are the things which they have been condemning, not even us. They bring them to us. And then as we catch it, we catch from there. Because we don't live in Nyabohanse, we don't say Nyabohanse, but they bring it to us, then we take it from there. So we are going to check also that, and I didn't like that part because people should respect other people's daughters. Tomorrow or today you'll be a parent. What will you think, or what will you feel when someone make your daughter to stop going to school, a young daughter of 13, 12 years old? How would you feel? Sometimes we have to reason ourselves. Even if we support, or you support us. Sometimes we say, don't support us with conditions. But there are some which can come with conditions, I'm telling you. There are some which maybe you have to say, if you are doing this, it should not be that. You can just advise. There's nothing wrong with advice. So let's hear Kohera. What is Kohera is trying to tell us? We start with Kohera, then we move ahead to Ernest, then we call it Happy Sabbath.
Watched Masuba One's video on the wedding of the year, and I have also watched Sister Pamela's video on the same wedding, and I was so much actually touched. You remember in the previous, there is a video I did claiming to see where Winnie is. I said, where is Winnie? That was the title. And immediately after that, that is how sometimes I thank Esther. You see, you people, let me tell you one thing. I am a father and a parent. It is not always that Esther is wrong. It is also not that I am always right. But we are co-parenting, we are parents. We have to rectify and correct the mistakes which can affect our children. So when I I complained about the whereabouts of Winnie. After 2 to 3 days after that video, in fact, I saw Esther responding. She went and she made a video at Winnie's place. I don't know whether she was in a salon or what. So that one showed me that Esther had responded to show me that Winnie is alive, Winnie is doing well, and Winnie is at her married place. Remember, I had said that even if she was married off at an early stage, they should leave her alone. They should not make her leave her first husband to another husband.
After Coera watching my video and Masubo ones, it really touched his soul. That is why he came out to talk or to clarify, because he wasn't informed. And he's talking about, after there was a time also he made a video asking about Winnie. Yes, we watched that video, and later on he's talking about Esther went there, because that day, that is the day where Esther went and showed Winnie where Winnie is working, because Miss Kohera never knew where Winnie was. And people asked Mr. Kohera, told Mr. Kohera, Winnie has a shop in one of the, they are there in Kisi. Winnie has a shop of beauty shop, which the sister opened for her. So there, Kohera happened to see Winnie, which means he has not seen Winnie for quite some time. That is what he was saying. Since the day they took Winnie away, he has not seen Winnie. So he also didn't know where Winnie was. But that day, he's now talking like now. Esther responded to his pleas. That shows, as he always comes here and say, we know each other. So that is the way they speak. So after Esther had Kohera asking about their daughter, she went and made a video, so that knowing Kohera will watch that video. So that is a way of them. That is how they communicate, because there's no way out Esther can call Kohera or can do this, because you know conduct. The other day, Esther was nursing her harm, so she cannot make any mistake by contacting Kohera. So maybe that is their way of communication. So
because in the videos I have seen from my sister Pamela and Ms. Coera, seemingly my ex-wife, Madam Esther, must have made a decision to go and take that porridge I had advised her to take, Entobeke. If you can recall my video, I said you take that Entobeke. Entobeke is a kind of a cultural porridge made of finger millet and sorghum mixed with some kind of fermentation which is so sweet. It is normally taken to the son-in-law by the mother-in-law. So I happened to open the videos and I saw Esther responded. The other day, I don't know which day that one was, and she went there to see that young lady. If you can find that video, try to find out how emotional that young lady was, all dancing alone, dancing with a disbelief that this was her parent. Without that kind of waiting sort of, in our culture, no girl is counted as a married girl. That is a come and stay type of marriage. So in this case, I thank Esther. Let me thank you very much. You have tried. And I urge you also to try ahead and formalize Marwa's marriage. It doesn't matter the distance.
So Coera is explaining the meaning of that porridge, because according to me, I didn't know the reason why the porridge was made of 12 jerrycans, like 120 liters. So I didn't know, but that is their tradition as couriers. So it happens if you don't do that, because that porridge is made for the son-in-law by the mother-in-law. You see? That is their tradition, and Kohera knows it. So that is the reason why Kongrat mom made that porridge to the son-in-law. And now Coera is also asking Kon mom not to forget doing that to Mura Senso, because without that, the marriage is not counted to be maybe as a marriage. It's like a come we say marriage. So it is very, really, really valued in Kura tradition. They have to do that. So it's also appreciating Esther for the step which she took. Though she went there alone, but at least something was done, and she did it the way they are doing it as couriers, taking the porridge there. Because all this time, as you can see, if Winnie was sold off long time like that, as you see, the daughters are grown now. So at least Conmam thought of it and decided, let me go do this to my daughter. And unlike the brother who is saying now she was doing it for someone else's, because he doesn't understand anything. He's just there talking, rolling with the camera. He has no idea of what is taking place. Maybe he knows, but when you get money now, you become like in this level. So let's hear what Kohera is trying to say, because Kohera was moved with the videos which were out there, the ones which we made, and this made him to come out and start explaining, because he was missing in action. He was missing in action. So I asked him, where are you? Because he's always been coming here saying, I named Winnie after my grandmother, and your daughter is getting married. Where are you?
It is always the blessings of a father which are more grateful. Go back to the Bible and find out from Abraham. It is Abraham who was giving blessings, though Sarah was there. So in this case, what I am saying is, you have done well, but the wedding was incomplete because there was no any father representation. It is the father who was supposed to. Because now the fathers are here, you will have chosen one. You will have chosen one. And if the other one down there refused, why didn't you call me? I come and place our daughter. That is our daughter. It does not matter where she is living. I saw the home. It is just like the same of Kohera. And we are very happy. I saw Winnie has a very, very, very health daughters. It doesn't matter where you are.
So Coera is challenging Esther. Okay, whatever Esther did was okay according to Kohera, because there was no way she would have left the daughter just to be there, or to have a relationship, maybe like stay married. And that is why she pulled up and made it official. So Kohera is asking, even in the Bible, the blessings always the men or the fathers are the ones who are giving blessing, even in the Bible. So fathers are supposed to bless, not mothers. But anyway, so he's challenging Esther. If that man down there could not take you, you would have called me, because that is our daughter. So Esther never called Kohera, which we know there was no way out, Kohera. Understand this, there was no way out. Esther would have called you again after receiving that cow which we saw. She would go with that cow to the Condad compound. That would not happen. You remember, she's still nursing the arm. So you wanted the other one also to be broken, or the leg. Kohera, calm down. Maybe you could have sneaked and go and bless your daughter. If you would have been captured there, Kohera, Esther, and by now we would not be having Esther. So sometimes, Kohera, please. We know you love Esther. We know you love your daughter, but Esther could not have called you. If maybe you knew, you would have just gone there and imposed yourself by force, because this is your daughter. If maybe someone would have told you Esther is going there alone, of course you could go. But not Esther telling you. Maybe someone tells you, Esther is going there alone. No one is going with her. You, Coera, just put on your clothes and go. Go and bless your daughter. Bless your daughter. Maybe there would be chaos, but still you would have done it the right way, how it's supposed to be done. But from Esther, you could not have had this because it would have been hard on her side. We have to understand where she comes from. And I think these are the reason why you see her just using her thing, doing her thing, because maybe there's no backup when it comes to her children. There's no one who is backing her up. And maybe sometimes it is her own making, because maybe she's not someone who involves the partner in whatever she does. There are some people who are like that. They complain, me, I do things on my own, I just do this, but you don't involve the person whom you are living with. Sometimes maybe we are blaming conduct, but these things, when Hesa is doing them, she's not involving the father of the house. So sometimes also the father say, okay, just do what pleases you, because you don't want me to be part of it. Then just do it as you wish. This is my opinion. I don't say it because I heard them saying, but there are some people who behave like that. They come out, complain, but later on, if you try to find out, you'll find they are the people who never shared what they are trying to do. Because as a human being, as someone who is grown up and someone who knows maybe the tradition, he would have just gone with Esther if Esther maybe was open to him. So that one we cannot tell, but the something which we know the wedding was done without the father. It was incomplete according to Kohera Sina, because there was no dad around there.
Having mud houses doesn't mean that you are poor. A poor person cannot have children. Why are you people mocking others like that? And remember, there is always God. So, Winnie, wherever you are, my daughter. But I saw also your husband was not charming. You were dancing alone when he was standing beyond. And do you know what he was thinking about? He was saying, this wedding is not complete.
You heard Kohera talking about now how the daughter was dancing by herself. That one, I even noticed that. Winnie was just dancing by herself, just consoling herself because their sister was not there. There was no brother, no dad. She was just dancing like this, like this, like this. Even the husband was not happy because inside of Winnie, he was thinking, or because they know their tradition, so he knew this wedding is not complete. It is not complete because there were no fathers there, not even one. And Winnie had to have 3 dads, not even one appeared. So according to Kohera, the wedding was incomplete, and that is why you could see the husband was also that gloomy, and he was not even dancing. We saw him standing there. I don't know whether he's the one, but he must be the one. He must be the one because there was no one else who could stand there next to Winnie apart from the husband. So Winnie was just dancing alone. The occasion was hers. You can imagine your big day. You are dancing alone. And not that you were born alone. You are not born alone. And not that you are just brought in the world like that. You have a father, not 1, 3 fathers, and you're just dancing alone, just talking to yourself inside. My God, I'm just here with my mom only. So sometimes there are things which people are doing which are not right. As Kohera said, there's God here. And you can see people might rule you out. In this world, there are people who can rule you. You cannot make it. You don't have anything. You. But they don't know. Human being can rule you out. And maybe they think this girl has nothing because now she's staying in mud houses. You never know. With God, it can change within a twinkle of an eye. So I'm not wishing anybody bad, but if they can do this to their sister and they're just here, just because the sister is staying in a mad house, that is not right. Even Kohera has noticed it, and she's seeing, and he's saying, even him is saying in such houses, does not make you poor. You cannot be poor and have the beautiful children like the one Winnie has. Very healthy. You see them, girls are very beautiful, very healthy. You see them like that. Even Winnie herself, look at how beautiful she is. And that shows money is not everything. She's happy. She looks beautiful. She only looks gloomy while she's with the family, Nyabohanse family, who treats her like now just like an outsider. That is now when you not see Winnie happy. But when she's out there, you saw how she was interacting, talking to people, even though she was dancing by herself, but you could see she was happy. So let's continue.
because obviously he knows that the fathers are there. Madam is not a widow. So it was incomplete in a way that it is the father who could have now gone and sat together with that son's father, the co-parents now. I as Kohera got there, I find my son-in-law's father. We sit together, we come together and we bless this when now Esther will join us. So that's why I'm saying it is incomplete.
Coera is saying, Madam, by her going there, Madam is not a widow. All the fathers are there, but she chose to go there by herself. All the men chose not to go with her. That one we cannot tell. Because we can blame her then by not knowing what happened. Maybe she reached out, but all this husband never appeared. Coera is now talking about him. He never did. He was not contacted. But how about the two? Coera has come out and cleared his name. Him, he was not contacted, but he would be willing even to make another one. So Kohera, we are waiting for you. And Kohera is saying even the husband knew there was something which was missing. Not even the husband, even where I come from. Blessing, normally when such occasion happens and you have both your parents, you don't expect maybe one of your parents maybe not going or not attending. Even the one who adopted you, the one who is calling you maybe your daughter, my daughter, whatever, they have to attend your wedding. Why not? And another like him, Kohera, would be the one now talking to the father of the husband, talking and giving now blessing to their children together. That happens everywhere. That happens everywhere. That is how it would have been. But now this lady decided to go alone. There was no father. Maybe she never contacted them, or maybe she contacted them and they never came, or maybe, you never know. It is a mixed reaction there. But Kohera is clean. He has said, I didn't know. But if you didn't know, next time always be knowing what is happening on your children's life so that you can have something to know about, so you can run. Because we are waiting for Mura Senso. I hope the one of Mura Senso, they will not leave you out when they are going to officiate. Please be keen and let your ears be out. Don't sleep with all your ears. Let one stand like this. So when things like this are going to happen at Mura Senso's in-laws, you be among them, or you don't miss. Do not miss. Let no one control your maybe movement with your children. I'm not inciting you.
Where you are now in a crossroad. There are two people who are alive, but you could not go with anybody. And I have always claimed that is my cultural daughter. If you could not access me, surely, then you will have convinced. You will have convinced that fellow to go there. But also, he couldn't even if he could give blessings, they could not be taken to heaven, because he's a less concerned person. And now something which is actually touching me here is
Oh, now Coera has cleared that now. The father of Winnie is deceased, because he's talking about the two who are alive, the two, which means the real father of Winnie is not here with us. So sorry about that. I think that is why sometimes it makes her now not to feel okay while she's with her siblings, because she doesn't have the father. The father is not around. I think that is the reason why he never attended. So Coera is asking, but the two are alive. And even if the other one, Condad, would have been contacted or would have gone there, his blessings would not have reached heaven. Coera, calm down. Coera is a bragger. Coera.
in our culture, when you want to go to see your daughter, my friend, when you want to see your daughter where she has been married to, it is an arrangement which is done almost half a year prior to. You take people go there, they give gifts, they do what? And it is the, say, for example, I'm going to see my daughter. If I were to go to Winnie, my whole family, it doesn't matter who will get involved. All the youth, all the average age of young ladies, all the mothers, they take their, and look at the kind of dance. There was no lulwaying. There was no alililililililili. Those are the cheers which go to heaven. You're only just doing that like, that is.
Coera, Sina, that one you said the truth. Nothing but the truth. Because if maybe you want to go and see, someone want to go and see their daughters where they are married. I've seen this even where I come from. Leave alone maybe Christianity, but people who do it maybe traditionally, they arrange it in advance. They arrange it maybe just like Kohera have said. And then you don't go alone. You go with your fellow women. You go, many people go, the youngs and the old. People go there because it is an occasion which happens only once. It is not something which happens every day. So it is not something to play with. And according to Kohera Sina, even the dancing was not on top. It was like a child has been born. They never did it how the way it's supposed to be done. And even the dancing, there was no this, there was no that, because that has to be heard there. I agree with Kohera Senior. On this one, I agree 100%. Whatever happened there, it's because Kohera, let me answer you. They did this because they never wanted people to know who was wedding. This is something which she just did. She just wanted to fulfill this, but she never wanted to look big like that, because she didn't want her children to feel bad because the children were missing. This is someone who is a pleaser. She always pleases her children. Forget them. We are waiting to see, because the other daughter is also going to get married. We are waiting, and we are here in our corners. We are going to follow them and see how she's going to do it, and we will react upon it. It should not be bigger than the one which we've seen. That one we will see some biasness in it. If it is maybe hiding, she should hide even this one also. Just do it like now, taking to maybe people, like now, generosity. Let her just extend. Even if the other girl is going to get married, let her, this boy who is talking, talk like the mother is just a generous person. They should not come and tell us it's a wedding of that person, because this one they never wanted to tell people. But anyway, it will depend with them, but we will be on them. We will be here on them, because they cannot highlight another and leave another. So Coera is telling us, that one I agree with you fully. There was no way a wedding like that, you are going to where your daughter has been married, because I've been seeing even where I come from, where people go, it is an occasion where people go, not just 2-3 people on top of a pickup. Those are the only people who escorted Conma. No. It can't be like that. That road would have been full with cars, and a lot of noise, people celebrating. That home would have so many tents. Not just a tent which you cannot even see a seat going in. No, because that is how she wanted it. She never wanted people to see. Con mom, change your ways of maybe doing things to you are different. Because you have children, others you treat them differently, others you treat. Why? Wake up. Coera is now putting sense in you or in other people out there. When you are doing things to your children, do not go as per, oh, this child of mine has this or this. No. Treat your children equally. And do your things. You are here in this world once. This is your firstborn. Dance. Make your dance move. This is your firstborn. Whom are you fearing? You would have invited Kohera. That occasion would have been full. And it would have been maybe complete, because you know Kohera the way now, he would be dancing like Kohera. We are waiting for the one which Kohera is going to make, and we are going to see.
That is why I'm saying you are now in a crossroad. I was saying, and you people, you are thinking, I am only poor and looking for money from Maro. No. I am looking for a clear way for these children in their future. Because they will also perform such rituals, such ceremonies to their children. Money is not life. Money is not everything. Look at Winnie's home. That is a mad family, but she's contented. She's contented. She has children. And I'm wondering why even her sister could not attend that. I'm told she's in Mombasa, and when I talk such things, you threaten to come and arrest me. Like that wedding, that is your mother's sister. That is your mother's sister. Why didn't you surely? Are you not also preparing to get married? And when you will get married, will you not expect your senior sister to come and visit you? Sure. Because I heard Pamela complaining that even the young son was complaining about the lots of food, that the mother is very generous. She is always giving people a lot of things. And the people he was referring to is her own firstborn daughter. How can you call your sister people? How can you refer to your sister people?
So, Kohera, that is a very good question. Mama Matt didn't attend the sister's wedding. So, what if, because she's a lady, she will get married someday. So, would she not expect the sister to come in her wedding? Or maybe she would prefer just friends from. She has many friends whom she can party with despite her sister. So, she doesn't care whether the sister will be there or not. She will have her friends, which we know even she doesn't have those friends. Maybe, nowadays people even buy these, maybe when I come from, things are happening, serious thing. When people die, where I come from, when people are removed from this planet, naturally. Nowadays, if you don't have people who feel for you, because maybe you are just living a life where people don't even know where you come from, and then you go all of a sudden. There are people whom you can buy, they are being bought to come and cry. That happens where I come from. They are both. They are being given alcohol, they are being given some cash just for them to come and mourn, because in the village maybe people don't know you, where you are coming from. People, you left home like 100 years. Now the body is what is going home. So people are brought back home, at least to receive the body and then to mourn you. So nowadays it's not important whether you have relatives or what. The mourners will be bought and they will come and mourn you. Maybe this one is also someone, she doesn't have friends. She can buy friends. When that big day comes, she can buy. So she doesn't care whether the sister will attend or not, because this is a sign which shows even the sister might not attend. You don't know what she thinks. She might be poor, yes, but the mind is just strong.
If you are going to see her, didn't you expect that you will meet people there who will eat what your mother had prepared? In fact, you people, you are the first people to make sure that those people are well catered for. It is you people who will have donated a lot of money to go and see your own sister, Jesus. Now you are complaining all these 120 liters of porridge, what transport? My friend, let me tell you, if you come at Coera Senior Home here, like when my mother, the grandchildren came down there, they had 20 liters of 20. They had 20 tins of 20 liters. Those are 400 liters. Leave alone. And this was just Batamewa. They always take even to 50 to 100. And they take sacks and sacks of flour. Sacks and sacks of flour. And that son-in-law cannot give only one cow. He gives cows, my friends. Nowadays, they give a tune from 10 to 20 heifers. 10 to 20 heifers. Imagine that was a single, and that young man was not happy. My son, let me tell you, approach me. I will show you how we shall make it. I'm praying that tomorrow opens his heart, and then we join hands together. I teach these people a lesson. I teach them a cultural lesson, and you will die remembering me, I swear. People saying that as a person coming out saying I'm pretending. Pretend to what?
Senior, today I agree with you 100%, more than 100, because that was just one single cow like this. Yeah? One. Why one? And this is a lady who was given birth to 4 daughters. And you know, these 4 daughters will also bring more cows. Why one cow? Eh? Because it was not done the way it was supposed to be done. Because if it is one cow, they would have rejected one if maybe it was done in the right way. You cannot just give one cow. Like Kohera is saying, many heifers, not one. It can never be one. One, what do you mean one? And the way Winnie is beautiful, and the way Winnie has given birth to 4 beautiful daughters, you cannot. And Congrats mom just took one. So Kohera is daring them. Try me. I will show you how it is done. And I know you see someone, you just see someone with pride. This is someone who is proud. She can pull it. And you see him like someone who can do a very big wedding if maybe given the chance. If he was given the chance of making this wedding, he would have made it big the way it's supposed to be. But because there was no chance, anyway, maybe he will pull it in Mura Senso, or maybe do it for Winnie once again. Or this time round, you do it for Mama Mat.
This young lady is going to be, and by the way, Winnie, wherever you are, Masuku, I'm sending you, find for Winnie and Winnie's husband. Give them my number. They call me. I say hello, and they have to. That what Madam did was totally incomplete. Because as I saw, those people were ready to. Hey, let Coera Senior's family go there and you will see. So my sister Pamela, I did not ignore, but I was not told. But still, me, I am praying that one day, at one time, because
Senior has sent Masubo one, go give them my number so that they can call me. Because we are having another wedding. If you people are not careful, and he asked, allow Kohera Sina and his family so that they can do something big. Kohera, we are waiting. Let Masubo one take the message so that your greetings can reach Winnie and the husband. Anyway, that was a very good video which Kohera made, because whatever Kohera made there was just the truth, nothing but the truth. How the wedding was conducted, it was not 100%. It was not how it was supposed to be done. It was like you are doing it for a small child, not someone who was given, but not your firstborn. People do big things for their firstborn or for their children. I know children are equal, but when you are pulling, because you have to start from somewhere. So where you are starting with your firstborn, you have to make it big so that the rest you will learn from what you did in the first place. So I saw this like a week. It was a very weak wedding. It was not like a wedding. It was a hidden thing. And maybe they were just going to talk, not wedding. And then accepted one cow like this, one? No, that was not something Mama Esther would have accepted. Look at her beautiful daughter. You have to bargain according to what you are selling. Where I come from, people are checked the education background, the beauty, and the products. You know, the products are the children which they are brought in that family. Then you count, and then you buy according to, because women, according to where they call it buying or selling. Forgive me. I'm not. It is not like now that selling, but the terms which they are using. Because once, assume now you divorce. Assume now you divorce, the cows will be taken back. It's like now they bought you and now you are not with them. Then they come and take their things. So that is how it's supposed to be done. Anyway, I'm very happy. I was supposed to react on Annette's video, but I see this video has gone long. We cannot make a video over 1 hour. That will be too much. So that video of Ernest, where he was talking about the young girl who has been married in the village, I think we are going to talk about in another video. We are not going to let it be like that. We are going to react upon it and see what we can get, because this one of Kohera was juicy, because we are preparing for another wedding. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much always for coming back to watch my videos. May God be with you. Keep on watching, keep on subscribing, keep on liking. See you again in my next video. Bye and happy Sabbath. Bye-bye.